Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Brian's Broken Toys as I continue to rehabilitate this Lincoln Mark VII. If you've been following me, what I'm going to do today here is go ahead and remove the steering column. I've got a lot of other things replaced in here, but I have a lot of stuff still torn apart I haven't put back together yet. But what I'm going to be doing today is replacement of the steering column, because in the effort to get this one back together, the key was jammed in the cylinder, I guess, from the moisture, and when we went to go drill it out, as often happens, the lock cylinder broke back here in this corner, so as you can see, so it pretty much renders it useless, plus the fact that it had the moisture exposure. I wanted to go ahead and replace it. The nice thing too about, I will say, about Ford steering columns and Lincolns versus Chevys is that they are a very simple unit. This is actually the entire steering column that I'm holding in one hand, if you can see here, and it's got a slip joint there at the base of the firewall with a couple of mounts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your clock spring up here. But it's a really nice piece and really easy to install versus a GM or even a Dodge unit or a Mopar type unit. So you're going to see me put this together today. Here actually is the ignition switch on this, and you know, tilt lever mechanism, clock spring. So it's really not a bad unit to get in and out of the car. So the first thing I've got to do, really, like I said, is get the steering wheel off. Another nice thing about it is Ford basically put these together with just a captive nut there, and you pull a little bit and the steering column will come right off the car, which is a nice little feature. You got to get these through here without damaging them. And then your steering column's out of the way, or steering wheel's out of the way, and then you've got your column. So follow with me over the next several minutes, and I'll go ahead and get this done and get it in and out of here and show you guys what it takes to get this removed. We'll be back in a little bit. Thanks. Okay guys, as you can see, that took all of about 10 minutes to get the old column down and out of the car, out of the way. So what we've got here is that slip joint and that collar right there. I don't know if you can see in the dark. Yeah, it's kind of dark in there. But there's just a rod coming out of the firewall that makes it really easy to get to. And even the wiper switch module is kind of a modular piece. It unbolts, and your ignition switch. So everything here is pretty easy to work with. So in a few minutes I'll show you once I've got the other column bolted back in there, and we'll go from there. And another thing to add too is the only thing that may be a little tricky is to get the shift interlock cable back through there. That comes through right there, and that actually goes around here and in the side of the column. So what I'll have to do is unbolt the column here and back over to the shift interlock. But overall, not too bad of a thing. So I'll be back in a few minutes to show you what it looks like bolted up. Thanks. Alright guys, welcome back. Now, as you can see, I've got the new steering column installed and the new steering wheel, or not new steering wheel, but the old original steering wheel back on in place with connectors installed. So as I said, this is a really easy unit. This really was not terribly difficult to get back into place. I applaud Ford and Lincoln for having a really nice design on these to make it easy. As you can see, there's some of the mount bolts there. This all took me literally about 15 minutes to get it installed and get it in place. So this ends what I'll be detailing as far as the steering column for the moment. I will go ahead and give you a final shot of when I put all the covers back on and get everything in place, and I'll be back in just a few minutes to wrap things up. Thanks. Alright guys, welcome back. Here we are with our finished product of our steering column install. As you can see, I have everything back in place. Covers are installed, wires are there. I still have the lower hush panel off because I got a few more things I need to take care of under the dash on this flood car. But overall, pretty nice install, pretty clean. As you can see, key is ready to go. You know, I've actually got a warning chime going. It seems to be a little quiet though. I'm wondering if it's still, maybe still have a little moisture in it, but key's working good, everything's working. I still got to change those wiper modules, or the wiper module itself is no good. Car starts right up. There we go. And horn works. Once I road test it, I will check the the cruise control. But overall, I'm pretty happy, pleased with the way this came out. Pretty nice, easy, like I said, install, nothing too complex. My thanks to Ford and Lincoln for designing a column that was really actually quite simple to put together. So thanks for watching this episode. If you got any comments or anything you see maybe I missed, for you Lincoln fans out there, let me know. And I'll be back shortly, maybe another week or two, with another episode as I try to tackle the seat track install next. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you soon.